God gets ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer.
Travis Hunter might be staring down bankruptcy before he even gets a real taste of that NFL life. His wife, Leanna Linney, is reportedly demanding a jaw-dropping $40 million in their divorce. Almost a perfect match to the $46 million rookie deal he just signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's not pocket change for anyone, even with a $30 million signing bonus already sitting in his account. Now, the big question floating around is whether her payout demand could actually wipe him out completely.
Got nothing to worry about. I love my woman. When I take a picture with a girl, make sure my hand is in the front, then nobody, you can see both of my hands, I'm not that close to you. It's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she's around.
The gossip machine went into overdrive when Leanna dropped a video of herself crying online, right in the middle of a storm of backlash. She never explained why she was crying, but the timing had people putting the puzzle pieces together real quick. And once the dots connected, folks started dissecting everything this couple has done since day one. But before diving headfirst into this divorce mess, you gotta look at where they tied the knot. Their wedding didn't happen in Georgia, Florida, or anywhere connected to their personal history. Nope.
They got married in Tennessee, where there's no time limit for a spouse to become eligible for alimony, as long as there's a financial need. Come to find out, it was her idea to get married in Tennessee because of this luxury venue.
Leanna chose Chattanooga, Tennessee. On the surface, she told Travis it was all about the venue, but here's where it gets juicy. Tennessee is one of the rare states where alimony can be awarded without any minimum marriage length. That's right, you could say "I do" and file for divorce the next day, and still walk away with a fat payout. Clips have been floating all over the internet pointing out how Tennessee's marriage laws could be the ultimate game changer in this split. And if you think that's a coincidence, it gets worse. Travis didn't sign a prenup. This is after lawyers, NFL vets, and even influencers offered to draft one for him for free. No wonder people are calling this the most expensive yes he's ever said. And just when you think it couldn't get more suspicious, there's another red flag sitting right on her hand. Coming off that Tennessee wedding move, all eyes zoomed in on Leanna's ring finger. Fans had already spotted her tattoo, a dollar sign. Some claimed it was about her love for Lil Wayne, but others saw it as a walking billboard, screaming that she was married to the money first. Travis second. Even one user dropped the comment, "Bro's cooked and he doesn't even know it." Now, you seriously can't tell me that's just a coincidence. That theory didn't come out of nowhere. And it's not like this is the first time she's raised eyebrows. She said stuff before that had people questioning what she was really after. Back in 2022, during a joint interview with Travis, Leanna straight up admitted he wasn't her type at first. She wasn't talking about his looks either. She doubled down, saying it was because he was younger and because he'd cheated on a girlfriend before. And no, she wasn't cracking a joke, her exact words. "I mean, you weren't my type at all." The side-eye from fans got even bigger when old clips like that started making the rounds again. And the next shady moment happened right in front of cameras for everyone to see. Fans went digging through old footage and pulled out one of the most viral and most talked about moments in Travis and Leanna's relationship. Heisman Night, one of the biggest nights of Travis's college career. The room was electric, cameras flashing, everyone on their feet cheering for him. Except Leanna. She stayed seated, looking like she didn't have a reason to move, until Coach Deion Sanders leaned over and nudged her to get up. And yes, this is the exact clip fans keep calling Exhibit A. That quick moment, just a few seconds, was all it took for social media to light up with red flag posts. And before the noise could even calm down, another clip popped up less than 48 hours later. This time, it was at an Adidas event. Cameras caught Leanna looking visibly irritated, while Travis was out there smiling and mingling with fans. You can clearly hear her saying, "What do you want me to do? I'll just sit here." Then, almost like she wanted it to be heard, she followed with, "Go walk around." Those two clips started getting posted side by side all over the internet, and people weren't just talking about her staying seated or looking annoyed. It was the energy, like she was disconnected in moments where most partners would be front row clapping and hyping up their spouse. Leanna later tried to explain it away, saying she didn't want to be in the shot during the Heisman moment and that she didn't know where to stand at the Adidas event. But the internet wasn't buying that excuse. And then came the next bombshell, a story Leanna told herself that had people raising both eyebrows. Right after the Heisman and Adidas backlash, another clip resurfaced, straight from Leanna's own mouth. In it, she's laughing as she tells the story of how Travis used to drive her to parties, then sit outside for hours waiting for her to finish having fun. She even bragged that he never complained or tried to stop her from drinking, even though he doesn't drink at all. And this wasn't hearsay. This was her proudly saying it on camera. That clip started getting spliced with footage of her dancing, drinking, and partying with friends, fueling the theory that she was way more invested in her own nightlife than in Travis's career or world. That's when the warnings started flooding in. NFL veterans and even comedians were jumping in, telling Travis publicly to protect himself. And when people saw that Coach Deion Sanders, a man who's been through messy public marriage drama himself, wasn't laughing either, it hit even harder. Deion didn't dance around it. He straight up said, on camera, that Travis needed a prenup. Then came comedian Godfrey, and trust me, he didn't hold anything back. He flat out said Leanna only seemed interested once she figured out just how big Travis's potential was. And that infamous "he wasn't my type" moment? Godfrey called it the biggest red flag of them all. He broke it down with no sugarcoating, like he'd seen this movie before. Next, former NFL wide receiver Dez Bryant stepped in, and he was just as blunt. He told Travis directly, "She loves the attention way more than you. She thinks she's your equal. There's a woman out there who will make your life easy and respect you. She's just a headache." That's not friendly advice. That's a man waving a giant danger sign. And then came Bo Wow, dropping the kind of warning that went viral instantly, and not for the right reasons. He didn't dance around his words, didn't speak in code. He directly called out her public thirsting over other men and told Travis to wake up. He made it crystal clear, this was a bad look for someone about to step into NFL stardom. And here's the thing, these weren't trolls, random fans, or jealous haters typing from the sidelines. These were veterans of the game and the industry, guys who'd been through the fire themselves, trying to keep Travis from walking into the same mess they'd survived. But instead of taking in the advice, Travis came out swinging at them, just like he did with fans. To Godfrey, he fired off in the comments, "You know her? Number. So don't speak on my relationship. You old as hell. Move on with your life." When Dez Bryant's warning went viral, Travis stayed quiet. But in his other posts, it was obvious he wasn't listening to anybody. He even went out of his way to defend the infamous $sign tattoo, the one people were convinced was basically a walking prenup loophole. According to him, it had nothing to do with money. It was just because Leanna liked Lil Wayne. But by then, his explanations weren't calming things down. They were just throwing more gas on the fire. And while he was busy clapping back at critics, the biggest warning sign was sitting right there in plain sight, locked into the state where they got married, with laws that could make a $40 million payout completely possible. By the time May 2025 hit, Travis had heard every warning you could imagine, but he ignored them all. He went all in, walking down the aisle with Leanna like none of the noise mattered. But instead of shutting the critics up, the wedding just gave them more ammo. One clip from the reception even had people convinced she swerved to dodge a kiss from him. That reception clip became the talking point of the week. In the video, Travis leans in for what looks like a sweet newlywed kiss. But Leanna turns her head at the last second, giving him a quick side hug instead. People instantly froze the frame, zoomed in, slowed it down, analyzing it like it was a crime scene. Comments were flooded with takes like, "She dodged him on day one? That's wild." And just when folks thought maybe it was being blown out of proportion, another angle from the same moment surfaced. And yeah, it looked just as awkward. Theories started flying. Was she mad at him? Embarrassed? Or was this her way of keeping up an image for the cameras? Either way, the internet decided it didn't feel like the start of a fairy tale marriage. Then came the honeymoon mystery. Weeks went by, and there wasn't a single post, story, or picture showing them together after the wedding. No tropical beaches, no just married selfies, nothing. Meanwhile, Leanna was spotted out with friends, looking like she was living her best single life. That silence from Travis's end, it just made the rumors louder. By early summer, online detectives were piecing together timelines and coincidences. One viral thread even pulled receipts showing that right after the wedding, Leanna had followed and been followed back by multiple verified male influencers and athletes she'd never publicly interacted with before. People started asking, why is she building that network right after tying the knot? And then the money talk came roaring back. Someone dug up public court records showing just how fast Tennessee divorces can go through if both parties agree. And with no prenup in place, those $40 million payout whispers turned into full-blown predictions. Some were even making countdown memes, joking about how many months it would take before the split. Travis, for his part, stayed mostly quiet. But the few times he did post, fans noticed Leanna wasn't liking or commenting on anything. Even their anniversary of meeting, a date they'd both celebrated online before, passed with no mention from her. That's when even his most loyal supporters started admitting something didn't look right. The real kicker? Leanna made a surprise appearance at a charity gala, without her wedding ring. Photographers caught it instantly, and within hours the pictures were everywhere. Some defended her, saying maybe it was getting cleaned or resized, but others pointed out that she was wearing multiple statement rings on her other hand that night, just not the one that mattered. By now, the question wasn't if something was going on, it was how soon it would all blow up in public. Fans couldn't help but point out one detail that stood out like a flashing neon sign. Not a single photo or video from the wedding celebration showed a clear, genuine moment between them. And there's one clip in particular that has been played on repeat, this exact moment right here. Then came the gift reveal, the part that should have been pure fairy tale. Travis went all out, surprising Leanna with a brand new Mercedes G-Wagon, a wedding gift worth a jaw-dropping $500,000. Most brides would have been screaming, crying, or jumping into his arms, but Leanna's reaction? Cold, detached, almost bored. When Travis handed over the keys, her response was nothing more than, "Come on, let's do it, woo!" After that, the just-married glow everyone expected never came. Travis and Leanna didn't ride that newlywed wave like most public couples. Instead, they vanished from the spotlight. This duo, who had built their entire brand around sharing every milestone, suddenly turned off comments on their socials and stopped posting about each other completely. To some, it looked like they were just protecting their peace, but to others, especially those already side-eyeing the marriage, it felt like they were hiding something big. And that's when the internet detectives went into overdrive, stitching together every shady moment, every awkward reaction, every red flag we've already talked about. As proof, this wasn't built to last. And the silence? Oh, it didn't kill the speculation. It poured gasoline on it. With no fresh content to pick apart, old clips kept resurfacing on TikTok and Reddit, making Travis and Leanna trend for all the wrong reasons. Then, just as the chatter started to fade, Leanna threw herself right back into the center of the storm. She dropped a video of herself crying. No caption, no explanation, just her visibly upset. And the timing? Chilling. It landed right in the middle of that recycled backlash, and within hours the comments were flooded with divorce predictions. But here's the part that sent shockwaves through every rumor thread. The drop of that video lined up exactly with the number people had been whispering about from the start. The same number that, if the rumors are true, could turn this breakup into one of the most expensive rookie divorces in NFL history. And now, everyone's asking the same thing. Is this the beginning of the end for Travis Hunter, both on and off the field? Or will this couple somehow prove the entire world wrong? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next twist in this story. And I'll see you on the next one.